The devil says, no cash for Christ. No cash for Christ. History shows that the devil begrudges every call to give means for the cause of Christ. I'm so excited to read about Judas Iscariot, another agent of Satan, go among Sabbath keepers, cause them to love money more than Christ. Judas, a Sabbath keeper, one who followed Christ with the 11. Satan found a foothold in his heart, put the love of money in Judas, that Judas even sold Jesus Christ for 30 pieces of silver. So Satan has had experience over the centuries on how to deceive Adventists. Miracles, lying wonders, spiritualism don't usually work on these people. Demons focus on finances. When we see scandals of finances among God's people, among the treasury departments, when we see abuse of funds, some of us are no longer surprised because God told us Satan has come in the ranks to do financial attack. And there are many Judases today who are stealing from the coffers of the church, stealing and abusing monies, diverting monies from evangelism and mission, three angels' messages, to other irrelevant areas which God did not stipulate. This is to the glory of his satanic majesty. Judas. I'm reading Mark chapter 14, verse 3 to 5. And being in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, as Jesus sat to eat, there came a woman having an alabaster jar of ointment of spikenard, very precious. She broke the box, poured the oil on his head. There were some that had indignation within themselves and said, why this waste of the ointment? For it might have been sold for more than 300 pence and have been given to the poor. They murmured against Mary. If you read Desire of Ages, Satan was not pleased with this act of benevolence that was shown by the woman Mary to pour the most expensive oil on the head of Jesus, his master, who saved her from being stoned in the wilderness the other day when she was caught in adultery. Grateful to Jesus for his salvation, for sparing her life, she poured expensive oil. When you know Jesus, you give him expensive things. You give him the best. You do the best for his work, for his mission. The devil was disappointed. The demons were disappointed with this Sabbath keeper. And they found an agent. And they whispered into his heart satanic complaints. And this man was Judas. Desire of Ages says it is Judas who complained and said, oh, what a waste. Filled with indignation. The indignation of the devil veiled through Judas. Indignation, anger, spoke aloud. And the other disciples heard, why this waste? The devil made Judas do a quick calculation of the value of the oil and came with a figure of 300 pence, 6 months' wages, wasted by pouring on the head of Jesus. The devil murmurs, nothing should go to Jesus. No expensive thing. Give the best to the world. To Jesus, give cheap things or give nothing at all. No cash for Christ. And it says now, the devil makes it appear to many people that giving to Jesus is a waste of means, waste of time, waste of resources. Sponsoring evangelism is a waste of money. He has convinced many to be like Judas, to murmur. So is the satanic majesty's devices. That's why there are always financial problems rocking God's people. The devil has many Judases who would take from the coffers or complain and murmur to block any church board decision to spend on Jesus. Complaining there's no money. Those kinds of things that I'm talking about. Yes, no cash for Christ. The devil has been at it throughout the ages. And so God showed Ellen White, the devil chairing a meeting concerning finances in God's SDA church. It is the Holy Spirit who moved Mary to be so generous to give Jesus. When one is moved by the Spirit, he or she gives expensive things to Christ, even through his gospel commission work.